Today we are in San Pedro, California. We are visiting what I consider one of the top free museums or free places to go to in Los Angeles. And of course, I'm talking about the Korean Friendship Bell, which is a historical landmark here in Southern California. It is located here at Angels Gate Park. The admission's free, parking's free. So let's go check it out. It's currently late March here in Los Angeles, and I was hoping for better weather, sunny weather, but this is kind of nice. It's nice to see the marine layer going right across the bell. Now, the bell has been here since 1976. It was a gift from the South Korean government to the United States to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the US becoming a country, and it became a landmark 2 years later. Every first Saturday of each month at exactly 11:30 a.m., the bell is struck 13 times. The bell is also struck during certain holidays, for example, New Year's Eve, the 4th of July, or to commemorate events. For example, on September 11, 2002, the bell was struck to commemorate the 1-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. What makes this place unique is that you get a twofer. Not only do you come and see the Korean Friendship Bell, but then you could also see some World War II history. Let's go check that out. So the bell was actually built on the grounds of what used to be Fort MacArthur. So we are actually standing on top of what used to be think of it as a World War II era bunker. So let me just say that this is a breathtaking view. I'll show later what it looks like, but on a clear day you can see all the way to Catalina Island. So now let's go check the bottom of this bunker. So we were just up there. That's the path to the bell, and we are now here at the bottom after just a little small hike. And these are the doors to this bunker that used to be a storage place here at Fort MacArthur. Now let's take a closer look at these doors. Now this place exists because during World War II, it was used as protection in case the Japanese military decided to attack the United States, just as it did at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. Therefore, scattered throughout the West Coast, there are these military installations that had these giant anti-aircraft weapons that were meant to protect the U.S. from attacks. And this is why Fort MacArthur and this bunker exists. Now let's go take a look at some of the remains of the anti-aircraft weapon. So here I'm walking over to the remains of that weapon. Over here to the left is where the Korean Friendship Bell is. So you can kind of see how far of a walk it is. Today, it was kind of muddy because of the recent rains, but it's not that bad of a hike down here. So here it is, the remains of the anti-aircraft weapon that existed here during World War II. You can see there the mechanism. So there would be a person in the center there mounted on the weapon firing, and then it would rotate on this system here. You can see the metal that's on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture of what it looked like in the 1940s. Here you see the weapon, what it looked like in the early 1940s. You can see there the round mechanism there on the floor. And then this is a frontal view of you can call it a cannon. Now this particular weapon fired a 1,400-pound shell at a range of about 27 miles. So it wasn't the only one that was here. This part of the coastline was very well protected. Walking back towards the bell, just taking a look at this panoramic view of the Pacific Ocean. As I mentioned earlier, on a clear day, you can see all the way to Catalina Island. Just a beautiful scenic view. But even on a day like today, it's just relaxing to be here. Just a wonderful place to visit. Really shouldn't complain about the weather. It provided a nice ambiance for our visit today. It really is a great place to visit if you're stressed or you're anxious about something. It's just a place to come and decompress, relax, and even meditate. It's almost as if the winds were speaking to you. And maybe that's what they were going for when they built this place here. Here we have a plaque explaining the history of the bell and also highlighting all the people that made this place a reality and why it exists today. Overall, just such an amazing place to visit, full of history, but it also is a park. It has a playground for kids to play in. It has a large grassy area. While I was there, I saw a lot of people having a picnic. I really do think that this is one of the most underrated historical landmarks in the Los Angeles area. And if you are in Southern California and have the opportunity to visit the Korean Friendship Bell, I highly, highly recommend it. Here you have the old 4th MacArthur barracks. So just full of history here. When you come here, you get the park experience. You're able to see the bell. You're able to see the panoramic view into the Pacific Ocean. There's even a basketball court here. Although I've been here a handful of times and I have never seen anybody playing. I would imagine it'll be difficult to make a basket here. You'd be shooting just a bunch of air balls. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, check out my daily historical shorts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.